Welcome to the Real Men Group. I'm your host, Mr. Grace. Happy to be here.
You are now tuning in to my daddy.
Mr. Gray.
Shout out to my beautiful sons for doing that beautiful intro to something that they know that daddy finds to be very important. Yourself. Let's talk about yourself. First, I'm going to talk about me. So, what I did within the last couple of weeks, months, I pretty much canceled out all the outside noise, right? Everything that surrounded me, I eliminated it. And I eliminated it because I really needed to focus on something that was very important. And that what was important was me. Because what I'd allow for everything else and everyone else to take away from me and allow for me to feel empty. And that's something that I needed to focus on. So what did I do? I started reading more. I read two phenomenal books. One of them that I want to highlight is The Art of Seduction. Robert Greene is such an incredible writer. And in his book, he talks about pretty much the history. I'm not through the entire book. So, what I read so far, he talked about the history of seduction and where it started and how powerful seduction is. Not just in relationships, but just in the world, on how the art of seduction is so prevalent in today's world, let alone in these relationships. So, Cleopatra, all the history buffs, Cleopatra is in history because she mastered the art of seduction. She didn't come from a wealthy family, she didn't come from royalty, she didn't come from a lot of money, she didn't have a large army. But what she did was she had charisma, she had style, she had personality. She mastered the art of seduction. And what she was able to do with her talent was penetrate inside of a kingdom and seduce those that was in power. Drop a bomb to that. So Julius Caesar was one. You may not follow history, but I'm pretty sure you remember Julius Caesar. He was the one that fell to Cleopatra. So Cleopatra was known for looking different every day. She had a different outfit on. She wore her hair different. She mastered the art of makeup and being able to give that excitement to whoever she's looking to seduce. But one of the things that stood out to me the most about Cleopatra was the fact that once she got the person that she was out to get, she completely stopped everything that got him. Sounds familiar. So what she did was she made Julius Caesar fight every day to get back what he fell in love with. So every day he wanted that different outfit. He wanted that beautiful person or that different person that she was all the time. So what she did was she actually, in the beginning of the relationship, right? She put together like these big orgies for him. So she got some of the most beautiful women from all around, let's say town, right? Or the realm or whatever you want to call it. And she gave all these women to Julius Caesar as she was sitting there orchestrating all these things. And he fell in love with everything that she brought to the table. So he committed to her. So he allowed for himself to fully give himself, his wealth, his army, and his seat at the table to this woman. And what she did when she got it. She stopped doing all the things that she was doing in the beginning. So, cigar smokers, don't judge me. I can't find my torch. So, he sacrificed everything that he have built. He sacrificed his position. He sacrificed his kingdom. He sacrificed his ruling for this woman. Now, for the record, this episode is not about shooting down women. It's about the art of seduction. Robert Greene. So in this book, he teaches you on how to utilize the art of seduction. And he uses the term victim on knowing how to choose the right victim. I didn't pick that word. It's what's in this book. Is identifying who your victim is supposed to be and what your victim look like. But it also falls underneath like the laws of attraction. So being able to be, live, look, act like the person that you're looking to seduce or bring into your life. So this brings me into the reason on why I took my break from everything and everyone is because if I'm looking to attract a certain type of energy, I need to be able to give off that type of energy. So if I want someone with a beautiful natural body, I say natural because I want someone who has dedicated something of their life or their time to be in the gym. I want someone to have dedicated their time to know when to eat and how to eat healthy. Because everybody can, save money or use a credit card and go get a BBL and get their tummy tucks. I want someone who has been focused on themselves and has been dedicated and focused. So if I want these things, then I need to be able to give these things to them too. So I'm in the gym and I'm eating healthy. So understanding the laws of attraction. It's easy to seduce someone. It's easy to know what it is that they need to hear from you and what it is that they need in their life. Because if you listen into the person, you are going to identify what it is that they need. There's so many unhappy relationships out there, so many unhappy women that is looking for attention. So, art of seduction, if you know that this person wants attention, then you find a way to give it to them. And just like with women see that this man is lacking, a lot of us lack support. If you have a support system in place, man, shout out to you, kudos to you. But a lot of men lack a support system that mirrors what a woman has. So they're able to get in there and give you that support system. They're able to penetrate within your walls. Pause. Sounds a little crazy, but you get what I'm saying. And once they're able to get in, they're able to manipulate, seduce, and put you in a position where they want you to be at. What I'm learning about the fellas, and even in the real men, in the real men group, and those who I speak to outside, and those that I'm acquainted with, men are becoming more aware of things. They're becoming more aware. You got some of the fellas that don't mind spending money on women. They don't mind being that sugar daddy. Then on the other hand, you got a lot of fellas that are like, I'm not paying for a girl and her time. I don't pay them to stay. I pay them to leave. So it's very interesting on how men view these things. They view dealing with women and what they're willing to give and what they're not willing to give, just based on where they are in life. A lot of men, that saying that they ain't tricking if you got it, but you got a lot of fellas that got it that's not willing to trick. But they willing to spend money on women, birthdays, holidays, special occasions, but they're not looking to just sit there and fully take care of them like that. But you got some that are. And these are the game changers. The game changers is the guys who utilize their money to get these women. It's almost like low hanging fruit. You know that's what their end goal is, and you know ultimately they want to get money, they want their bills paid, they want to be fly, they want the bags, they want the purses, they want the shoes. And some of these guys are able to get in position because they're able to afford it and do it. Not knocking them. Like they said, it ain't tricking if you got it. But back to how I started out this episode, focusing on yourself. And then that's how I got into the books, Art of Seduction and 48 Laws of Power. We need to get back to the reason why we open our eyes. We open our eyes because of us. We are here for a reason. We are here for a purpose. You don't know what that is until you zone in and you are able to lock in and see what it is that your purpose is. And trust and believe your purpose is not to sit there and worry and care for everyone else. In some cases, it might be. You got some that's just healers and some that's just givers. And, you got the people who feed the homeless and things of that nature. Look, that might be your calling. But it took you sitting down and really zoning in and focusing on yourself and saying, okay, this is what I want to do. And this is what I'm going to achieve. These are the goals that I'm looking to achieve. Speaking of goals, vision boards. Vision boards are very, very important. See, statistics shows that a man who creates a vision board is 99% chance that he's going to achieve all those goals. It's not just women. Fellas, we need to create these too. We need to put all our dreams and what we are striving for, and we need to put them on paper. We need to put them on a wall. We need to see them every day. So every day we know what we need to work on and how we need to achieve our goals. If you're looking to have, better credit, put your bills on there. You want a beautiful car, put the car on there. Put that on your vision board. What's on my vision board is to be a better father. I'm not saying I'm a terrible father, but there's a lot of things that I can do to become a better father. So every day I'm making my business to make sure that I'm achieving that goal. I'm working towards that goal. The next thing that's on my vision board is to get my body right, to be in a position where I'm comfortable walking around someone's island with my shirt off. I'm pretty sure that's probably one of you guys' goals too. But the same way we can get up and mow the lawn and help someone with the groceries, or if you get a call in the middle of the night and that call is like, hey, I need you, my car broke down. And the same way you are able to get up and get in that car and help that woman when she needs your help, you can get up and go in the gym and you can get up and do the things that you need to do for yourself. Drop a bomb on that. Focus on yourself. Read, fellas. Read. It's a great accomplishment when you're sitting down reading the book and then you turn that final page and you look back at that book and you say, look, I read this entire book. I got so many messages from this. I got things from this book that I'm going to apply in my everyday life. And trust and believe, man, that woman that you want, that you're looking to get, that top tier woman, she's going to appreciate that you are able to dig in and divulge into a book, that you're able to dedicate time to reading your book and expanding your mind and working on your vocabulary and doing all these things to become a better version of yourself. She's going to applaud that. Your kids is going to applaud that. You are going to applaud that. Drop a bomb to that. Anything you took away from this episode, self. Get back to yourself. Give back to yourself and focus on yourself. The woman is going to be there because here's the deal. If you're focusing on yourself, you're building your body up, you're building your bag up, you're getting your credit right. You know what that's saying, right? You will lose money chasing but you would never lose chasing money. I'm Mr. Gray from the Real Man Group. So happy to be here. To the next one. Peace.